Welcome friends. I am Harshal Warade, Assistant Professor from Sanjini College of Engineering, Kopargaon. Today we will learn a new concept, Juran's Trilogy approach for unit number 4, that is Introduction to Quality and Quality Tools. Let us learn Juran's Trilogy approach. Joseph Juran is one of the guru of quality like Deming. Dr. Juran has left us with many fundamental methods and tools with his leading expertise in the field of quality management. The Juran Trilogy is a management system for producing ideal product features and minimum deficiencies at lowest possible cost. If any organization follows the Juran Trilogy, then it can maximize the customer satisfaction by economically producing an ideal product features and minimize the customer's dissatisfaction. So Juran defined the quality as a fitness for use or purpose. So this is what is the statement given by Juran regarding quality. If a product meets all the specifications, it may not be fit for use. So it depends upon whether the product is suitable for the particular application or not. Suppose best example is a pen. We have manufactured a pen, or some company has manufactured a pen. It is manufactured as per the all the specifications, but if the pen itself is not writing, means you cannot write with the help of pen, then there is no use of such pen. So it is not fit for use. So though the product meets all the specifications, it may not be fit for use. So Juran Trilogy consists of three basic quality oriented processes. First one is quality planning, second one is quality control, and third one is quality improvement. Let us learn Juran's Trilogy in detail. This is what is the schematic representations of Juran Trilogy. This is also called as Juran's Trilogy diagram. So quality planning is the first part in it. So from the figure, if we see quality planning, quality control and quality improvement, all these three features are explained or represented in that Juran Trilogy diagram. Let me explain it here. The role of quality planning is to design a process that will be able to meet the established goals under operating conditions. So whatever goal which the quality department has undertaken, that is to be followed by this quality planning process. The subject of planning can be anything: an engineering process for designing new products, a production process for making goods, or a service process for responding to customer requests. Quality planning involves, first one is identifying the customers, determining their needs, specifying the product features that satisfy these needs at minimum cost, and finally designing the processes that can reliably produce these features. So the planning component begins with the external customers. Once quality goals are established, marketing determines the external customers and all the organizational personnel become the internal customers. The external customers may be many. For example, in a banking service, they include cashiers, tellers, loan officers, auditors, managers, and the bank customers. Using a Pareto analysis, the vital few customers can be identified. The need of the customers are then enlisted. A stated need may differ from the real need. For example, a stated need may be a cell phone, whereas the real need may be, or real need is communication or the status symbol. The needs of internal customers may be discovered by being a user of the product or service or by communicating with the customers. Though the product satisfaction and dissatisfaction data or may be oriented by simulation study in laboratory. These needs are then to be translated to the requirements that are understood and adopted by the organization and its suppliers. In the next planning step, the process is to develop product or service features that respond to the customer needs, meet the needs of the organization and its suppliers, are competitive, and optimize the cost of all stakeholders through QFD, that is quality function deployment, or Taguchi's quality engineering or quality by design approach. The design team consisting of all the functional areas within the organization, the customers and the suppliers have to approach the final design. The fourth step is to develop the processes to produce the product or service features by another group. These activities include identifying necessary facilities, training and operations, control and maintenance of the facilities. Converting plans to operations is the final step in the planning process. The process validation is necessary to confirm or even ensure that the process decided will consistently produce a product or service meeting all the requirements. The next one is quality control part. The role of quality control is to operate and correct the process so that it performs with optimal effectiveness. Measure actual performance of the product. So here this quality control process measures the actual performance of the product. Compare actual performance with the goals set. So this process involves the comparison of the actual performance of the product with the design goals or the goals which we have set previously. Do the action on the difference. So whatever difference which is observed, so this difference should be minimized. So we have to act, means we have to take the necessary actions for minimizing the difference. The process of quality control involves, first one is establishing a measurement procedure, measuring, then interpreting differences between the measurement and the goal, taking action to correct the significant differences. Now see here, the control needs the feedback loop and it consists of the following steps. List all the factors to be controlled and their units of measure. Determine the objectives for the controls and also the type of sensors to be adopted to measure the product, service or process. Measure the actual performance of that product, service or process. Compare actual performance to the objectives and act on the deviation. So statistical process control techniques such as Pareto diagram, flow diagrams, cause and effect diagram, check sheet, histograms, control charts and scatter diagrams are the effective tools in achieving the control. In addition, the process capabilities such as the CP or CPK are used to determine if the process is capable and is centered or not. So this is clear by making use or by application of quality control part. Then quality improvement. The role of quality improvement is to take the process to higher levels of the performance. Assuming the process is under control, any waste that occurs must be inherent in the design of the process. The objective of quality improvement is to reduce the waste to a much lower level. So whatever scrap, rejection, rework which is there, all this is there treated as waste. So it should be kept at much lower level. The steps in the quality improvement: identify specific area for improvement, diagnose the causes, provide remedies, prove that the remedies are effective under the operating conditions. So in other words, this part aims at reaching the levels of the performance that are significantly higher than the current levels. The process improvement commences from establishing a quality council. The quality council identifies the improvement projects and forms the project teams and provides the teams with the resources to study the causes, develop solutions and establishes controls to hold the gains. The process improvement achieved could be either incremental or the quantum jump also. So with this, if any company is implementing this Juran Trilogy, then I will say that it can maximize the customer satisfaction. It can produce the component which are economical one, means which are of less cost as compared to other components or other products. And it can, means Juran's Trilogy can minimize the customers dissatisfaction by reducing the deficiencies and the cost of poor quality. So Juran is the first person who defines this quality as fitness for purpose. So we have seen all this in this lecture. For further reading, you can use these references. Thank you.